In this video lesson, let us understand the method of obtaining carboxylic acid from acyl halides. Acid chlorides or acid halides are referred by the name as acyl halides. Say for example, RCOX. It is an example of acid halide or acyl halide. Acyl halide is subjected to the process of hydrolysis to obtain the carboxylic acid. Of course, we are carrying out hydrolysis in presence of a mineral acid. We are talking about the phenomenon of acid hydrolysis. Now what happens? H2O is water. Now I will written this for easy purpose as HOH. Now H will react with the halogen part of the acid halide and goes out as HX. OH takes the linkage. So we land up in the formation of RCOOH along with HX. Now instead of subjecting acyl halides or acid halides to the process of acid hydrolysis with mineral acid, what will happen if we treat it with a base? When we subject it to alkali hydrolysis. So let us see what will happen. RCOX will now undergo the process of alkali hydrolysis. What is the product we are going to get upon heating? We will obtain, this will go out as RCOONA along with the formation of water. So we obtain sodium salt of the carboxylic acid. To obtain carboxylic acid from this, it has to be then again subjected to the process of treatment with an acid. So acid hydrolysis further will give us in Na and Cl will combine forming NaCl and H will take this place. So then we will obtain RCOOH. So this is the only important change that will be happening. Instead of treating the acid halides with mineral acid and subjecting it to hydrolysis, directly we carry out the reaction with sodium hydroxide or any other alkali for that matter. Let me just go through quick repetition. Acyl halide or the acid halide is subjected to treatment with mineral acid. That means hydrolysis is the treatment carried out with mineral acid. So now what happens? They combine like this and go out as HX and OH will take that place, resulting in the formation of the corresponding carboxylic acid as our product. Now instead of this being carried out, if we subject the acyl halide to alkali hydrolysis, first we obtain is the sodium salt of the carboxylic acid, because it will be exactly like a reaction of an acid and a base. That means the process of neutralization will occur, forming salt and water. Exactly the same way we will be having here. This OH will react with the H constituent from here and they will form water. And so first we will end up in the formation of sodium salt of carboxylic acid. And now furthermore what will happen now? Further it has to be subjected to again treatment with an acid, so that Na will combine with Cl and comes out as NaCl and H will take the place of Na. Then we will obtain the corresponding carboxylic acid. Now let us try to write the example equation by keeping the general one. Instead of R, let me say I have taken CH3 and instead of X it is Cl. Then what will be the formula of the compound? I will write it here. it is going to be CH3COCl. That is acetyl chloride. The name of our starting material will be acetyl chloride. This acetyl chloride is subjected to acid hydrolysis. Then what is that we are going to get? Instead of R, it is going to be CH3 and the remaining constituent will be same, COOH. So we obtain the corresponding carboxylic acid, namely ethanoic acid or the acetic acid, along with the constituent HCl. So what's the other byproduct we are going to get? HCl. Now, instead of mineral acid hydrolysis, if I carry out the alkali hydrolysis, what will happen? The same acetyl chloride, when treated with sodium hydroxide, will give us RCOONA, replace R with CH3. So we are going to get CH3COONA, sodium acetate is the trivial nomenclature, sodium ethanoate is the IUPAC nomenclature along with water. Now, this further subjected to treatment with acid, then what happens? This Cl will combine with Na and comes out as NaCl, and H will react with or take the place of Na, forming CH3COOH. CH3COOH. So that means we will end up in the formation of ethanoic acid. Here it will take 2 steps, here it is going to take single step. In the general reaction I have given, you try to put the different types of methyl or the alkyl group and then practice these equations. General reactions are being written so that you understand the concept better. Students are hereby advised to practice to write the general reaction first. Later on you can write with n number of such examples by following the same order of the general reaction. So which is why I have not written in detail about the example reaction. I want you to write and practice. Hope this helps in understanding the concept of carboxylic acid better.